Today, I will try to give my take on what Sufism is. Before talking on that, I would like to say that in ancient times, I think so, the whole world had a common culture. It is only the Hindus who preserved that culture. Now, in that ancient culture or Hindu culture, you will see there is two split. One is society, and another is spirituality. Now, when it comes to society, Hindu sociology comes into picture. But when it comes to spirituality, uh, it inspires society, but it is not it does not get involved in the society. That is asceticism or rishi. Anyone can become a rishi and pursue the spiritual quest. But when you are within the society, you will have to remain in that framework of the society rules. Once, if you want to pursue a path of spirituality, you can go into the Rishi Parampara, uh, that is asceticism, and then you can go on in your quest for spirituality. So this is how this whole common culture of the world was divided, existed. Like for example, Hindus had this Rishi Parampara. Hindus had this Rishi Parampara for spirituality or asceticism. Judaism had its own asceticism parampara of Essenes. And I think so, when it comes to Arab, they already had Sufism, the Rishi Parampara of Arab world. Now, even the Greece had their ascetic parampara or tradition, or the Romans had their own ascetic and tradition. Plus, they had the social tradition. The society had its own tradition, and the spirituality had its own tradition. So, Sufism existed pre-Islamic, I feel. It was in the Arab world, there was the society which had its own tradition, plus the spirituality. Those who were in the path of spirituality, who were rishis, they had their own tradition. These people used to these people used to inspire the society, but not get involved in the society. They were secluded. They were away from the society. They had abandoned worldly pleasures. This was true of even Essenes. Essenes, I think so. It's called Essenes of in Judaism. So Judaism had its own social tradition, the society of the tradition of the society. Plus, it added its own spiritual tradition, the Essenes. So this was common. This framework was common throughout the world, and it is only the Hindus who have preserved it. Uh, that is, as Swami Vivekananda said, that Hindus are divided into one is sociology, another is spirituality, and anyone can become a rishi. But when it comes to society, Varna Vyavastha comes into picture, Jati Pratha comes into picture. But when you go into the spiritual path, Varna Vyavastha does not come into picture, spirituality does not come into picture. So this was the fact, this was the common. So now, Arab, what happened? Uh, when Islam was born through Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. So what happened? There was already an institute, spiritual institute called Sufism. Now, when Islam was born, now, like for example, let's say for example, Sufism had to mold itself for survival within the Islamic framework. Like for example, let's say for example, India is a Hindu. Let's say I'm just for example, I'm saying. Let's say India is a Hindu country, and for many years, Indians have been following Hindu tradition, and then we have an institute over there. Now, this institute is working within the framework of Hinduism in India. Now, what happens? For some reasons, might be for external changes like external invasion or internal changes. Let's say, for example, let's just take the example of an external change, like for example, an invasion happened of Christians into India. Now, when Christians take over India and they try to convert everyone, this institute, that is this institute which was the Hindu spiritual path, it has to mold itself within the framework of Christianity if it has to survive as a tradition. So similarly, Sufism was pre-Islamic tradition of Arab world. It was a spiritual tradition like Rishi Parampara or Assamese tradition. Uh, so it existed pre-Islamic. Pre-Islamic. Now, when Islam, due to the internal changes in Arab, due to the internal creation, Islam was born and it overwhelmed the whole area. And when it overwhelmed the whole area, uh, is- Sufism as a tradition which was pre-Islamic had to survive. So it got molded according to Islam, and a new form of Sufism was born. This is what I believe. This is what I believe. What Sufism is. Thank you very much.